Hi,
gotta do the
everybody.
drop. Oh. What's up, man?
Hey, I was just showing Kevin my new T-shirt. I got it for my 30th.
They say she's a giraffe.
Yeah,
She is pretty tall for a woman, so
yeah,
she's tall and lanky.
yeah.
I heard that you got
It's cute.
a woman. Andre was telling me a woman asked if you were like a professional athlete or something recently.
Oh yeah,
Gee!
and I said yeah.
Yeah, and then he intervened.
And he
said,
intervened and tried to ruin it, and
no.
he's just a hater. Like he's just a hater. Like, it's actually so bad.
It's funny.
Yeah, it's funny. He is a hater. She was like, so basically,
Yeah.
we were training, and then his other friend, who's a PT, was training her client,
Right.
and then the client was the one that was like, "Are you an athlete?" And I was like, "Yeah."
I mean,
Kinda. I mean, I don't know in what shape or form you want to think an athlete is, but kinda. And then Andre was like, "No," and I was like, "Dancer is an athlete."
true.
And then I just looked back at her and I was like, "Yeah." And then she was like, "Yeah, because you look like one." I was like,
That's a fucking great compliment, man.
right?
I
And Andre
apologize for
couldn't let
swearing,
me
but
have
look.
it. Yeah, it's nice to know, you know?
Nah, true.
Yeah,
It's true.
it's like when if I see women see something they like in another woman and they say
Yeah.
it feels nice.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
I had a customer yesterday. I was serving him. And in the middle of serving him, it was an elderly man. He goes, "Oh, you do weightlifting as a sport?" I said, "No." He said, "Really?" I said, "Well, no. Why?" He goes, "Oh, your shoulders are like, it's pretty big." I said,
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
It's nice, isn't it?
What do you need again, sir?
Yeah. What else do you need?
Yeah.
It's nice because you're like, oh, maybe it is working.
Yeah,
You know?
facts.
Maybe it is
Because
working.
when people who go gym would understand, you do enough consistency, you do see progress, but eventually it feels like you're not seeing progress.
Yeah.
But then when someone who you don't know randomly compliments you on something that you weren't sure it was working,
Or something they would have no idea you're working on.
or that, it's like, oh, okay,
Great.
good. That's that extra. Okay, let me continue.
Yeah.
Let me keep it going. Because I feel for me, my shoulders sometimes take longer to get bigger, but I feel like that's
Clearly it's working.
it clearly is working.
It's the smile it gives you. Oh,
You
yeah.
know.
I keep looking at the screen and seeing my giraffe just popping into
my
the
God.
thing.
Oh,
It's so cute.
but
I
it
actually
is-
love
it is
giraffes.
Nice.
By the
Really?
way. Yeah.
Have you met one?
Yeah.
Oh, like did you actually
Yeah.
interact with it?
Fed them.
Jeez.
Yeah.
How high?
Look
did
how
you
happy
stand?
I am.
Did it come down? On the
Oh, no,
platform?
we're on a platform.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For my sake,
Yeah.
you're taller, but you know.
Yeah, I still got a platform. I'm not that tall.
Yeah.
But I want to go to, sorry, side note.
Actually, wait, you snapped this, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I remember.
I want to go to the Giraffe Hotel. It's basically a hotel cabin thing, but it's in between like where the giraffes lives.
Yeah.
So like you can go on your balcony and the giraffes would just be there like,
That's mad.
oh.
That's mad.
They're so cute. Have you seen giraffes fight?
Do they headbutt each other?
They swing their
Yeah,
necks.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
greatest thing ever.
Damn.
Wow. No, but it's so interesting. Like that's how they fight. Because how else would they fight?
Scary, bro.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not fine.
Yeah, but
I'm
you
just
know,
watching.
these animals, they fight to kill, you know? This ain't...
I don't think
It's not to let out anger.
I know, but it's interesting that that neck can swing like that because it just looks stiff. But then when it starts swinging, it's swinging. Do you know? Anyway,
I hear it,
I like
man.
giraffes.
That neck swinging.
It's my 30th birthday present from my friend Lauren.
It's nice. It's
Thanks.
clean. I respect
Thank
it. Shout out to you, Lauren.
Woo! She's gonna be so happy with that. Anywho,
Yeah. Anywho's, was there a segue there? Something about boundaries.
so today's topic, we're gonna discuss boundaries.
Yes. Boundaries within,
Life.
yes, family, friends,
Yeah.
strangers, whatever.
So it's a big topic that.
Yeah.
I feel like there's boundaries are so like specific to individuals
Yeah.
because but no one's boundaries are really going to be ever the same because everyone's dealt with different things.
Yeah. I feel like as
So-
a woman, you'll probably have more boundaries than me.
I'd say potentially,
Yeah.
but I'd say only because we've probably thought about them more.
Yeah.
I've got more time to think about my
yeah,
boundaries.
for sure.
Like you probably have them, but you wouldn't sit and think about them, or like they would be a subconscious boundary.
Be like, oh, maybe I shouldn't allow
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Like it would never come to you unless it came up.
Yeah.
Whereas a woman will sit there and think about her boundaries, and then
What's some for you?
For me, communication,
Yeah.
clean, done. For anyone, friendship, family, dating,
Yeah.
anything. If you can't speak, I can't do this.
But then, what type of... So with family,
Yeah.
how much communication do you need? From
Well, I don't have much family. I don't have, so I don't.
No, it was the look on your face.
Well,
I don't have much family.
In comparison to some people, like,
Well,
now you're gonna
okay,
have
sorry.
my family out
I
here
didn't
looking
mean
bad.
to bring this up.
Sorry.
Sorry.
No, but like in terms, like if I had a bigger family, it would be harder.
Right.
But I don't have siblings, so one,
Yeah, okay.
that
Yeah.
narrows that down.
Yeah.
It's just me and my mum in London, so that really narrows that down.
Yeah.
So like my communication with other parts of my family is always through a phone.
Right. Which
So
is,
it's you know,
but
it's,
you don't really mess with them.
yeah,
like,
like
that, yeah, so
it's not, yeah,
'cause
like
you don't see them often.
yeah, it'll be like happy Christmas, happy birthday, blah 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 blah
I'm
blah.
over that. I'm not gonna lie. My
Yeah,
family's
but-
too big for all that. I'm sorry. I love
See,
you lot, but
Yeah, see, mine isn't. So those
Happy
are the only
birthday.
way. The only way we can communicate. Obviously, my dad's in Jamaica, so
yeah.
there's only certain things that can be done.
Yeah.
But for example, even with that, my dad's in Jamaica, and he still goes out of his way to call me more than people that are here.
Mm.
Me and my dad will talk on the phone for 30 seconds, you know.
And that's what you need.
That's
though.
it.
Yeah.
But
What's up? What's up? Yeah, man. You good? I'm good, Dad.
then he's like, I'll
Yeah,
chat to you
man,
later.
yeah, man.
Okay,
Shit,
bye.
shit.
Done. Clean. That's all we need. We just need to know each other's alive, you know? That's it.
Nah,
Leave
as
it.
long as he knows you're alive and well.
But that's what I
and
mean.
yeah,
For me, that's all I need.
Yeah.
Rather than him never saying nothing.
Yeah.
It takes 30 seconds.
True.
Like,
Very true.
I'd rather people do that than just completely
Yeah.
do nothing. Do you know what I mean? So I think it varies. But in terms of family, like me and my mum, we have to communicate. There's just us here.
For sure.
So if she stopped, I'd be cussing her. Do you know? So I think it's like changes on the person.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. It's so specific to
So-
the person.
What's a boundary family can't overstep? So for me, for example, it's you can't tell me who I can date. So similar to the last episode in terms of love who you want to love.
Yeah.
Don't tell me. You can say I'm not very sure about her because obviously mums know best sometimes. Dad can also give an opinion, but don't tell me no.
Yeah.
That's for me to then find out myself. That's a boundary I don't think they can overstep.
Yeah. I'd say, I mean, I feel like everyone has that one. Well,
Yeah.
they should.
I mean, there are a lot of people out there that will let parents or some guys are proper mama's boys and will let mum dictate completely what they do. Oh, I'm not allowed to see you because my mum. don't
That
like.
one drives me mental.
That's crazy.
Over a
As
certain
grown
age,
man.
what do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Your
That
mum
ain't
said
it.
no. We're not talking
Yeah,
anymore.
so that for me is a boundary.
It's
my
so
parents
funny
can't
though, because
overstep.
when I think of family, because it's not such a close knit
Yeah.
family like that. I wouldn't say I've ever thought about boundaries like that with my
Yeah.
family because me and my mum are so open anyway.
Yeah.
We never really had anything like that anyway.
Mhm.
So, and my dad don't say nothing anyway.
I mean, he's not even here to see it. So
He's not gonna say nothing.
Yeah.
He said, "It is what it is." Like,
Yeah.
I took my
What
boyfriend
can
to
he say?
Jamaica to see him. He was like, "Okay."
Right. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't really have that kind of knowledge about me to input anything in that way.
Yeah.
And then none of my family really does except my mum.
Yeah.
And because me and my mum, we just say whatever we want to say anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've never really thought about it with my mum. I'd say with friendships and dating, my boundaries are stronger
Yeah.
than
And
it
what would
is
that
with
be?
family. In terms of communication or a different one.
Just any boundaries with you.
In terms of communication, I feel like with friendships, it can't be one way.
Yeah. For sure.
That
For
is
sure.
that is one of my
For sure.
biggest things. If you want to call me your friend,
For sure.
if you're not speaking and I am, then
Ooh,
we
I
better.
got an update to give you.
Yeah.
I can't put this on
Oh,
camera.
We
but-
better. Okay.
I could-
Yes. We better delete that word friendship.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
friend is not there.
Yeah.
And I think like I was saying this recently, like I've been through I'd say the last year or so, like, because for me, I'm a very considerate person.
Yeah.
Like, and I will do anything for my friends. Like, I will go out of my way to change my plans to do something for somebody.
Yeah.
And because I'm like, because I know I can fit it in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to, but I know I can.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm one of them people that will just do it anyway because I can fit it in, like, all the time.
Yeah.
And it took me a while to be like, why are you doing this for people who actually
doing it,
wouldn't
yeah.
do it for you? And I'd say in the last 2 years, I've really taken that back.
Yeah.
Like, I've really reeled that in. Like, somebody that I knew for a short amount of time, but like intensely, asked me to do something for them. And I said no.
Oh.
And the shock,
Huh?
the sheer shock. And I'm like, why are you shocked?
Yeah.
Because you
Was it
expect
something
me.
that
I could have done it easily.
yeah, but was it something that someone not so close to you shouldn't be asking? Like if it was Jasmine or like one of us asking you.
It was somebody that like I could have it wasn't a big ask at all.
Yeah.
And we weren't super close anyway, but you're only here to ask me for that.
I hear you. Right.
There was nothing, there was no prior, there was no conversation before this.
Remind me, there is something I got to talk to you about it afterwards.
Oh my God, you
It's
can't
to-
do that now.
Nah,
I
I'm
can't
sorry,
remember.
But it's to do with Noor and also boundaries.
Okay.
Not a boundary with Noor. It's something she experienced.
Okay.
Hilarious.
Okay.
But yeah.
But yeah, like, and like it took me ages to be like, why are you actually doing that? So like within the last few months, like I've unfollowed so many people on Instagram because of that pure reason. Like I literally sat there. I was with Jasmine. I sat there and I went through my Instagram and I would ask myself questions like, does this person talk to me?
Yep.
Does
Block
this person,
Block it.
does this
Block it.
person actually communicate with me in any way, shape, or form? Have we seen each other in the last year? Do they care about
Yeah.
anything I'm doing? Do they like this podcast? Do they do anything?
Do you?
Do you do anything that values me in any way, shape, or form?
Yeah.
No. Bye.
Agreed.
And I think that's where, for friendship,
Yeah.
solid boundary. And I will not ever change that now. Like, the way I've started saying no to certain people, yeah, they know. Like, the change is there. Like, you're not getting a yes from me anytime soon.
Is this something that happens at 30 years old?
You know, this was back in my 20s. I know. I feel like you have to do it before you get to 30 though.
Right, okay,
because
yeah.
when you are like, I wouldn't say I feel much different,
Yeah.
but I feel like mentally the strength is there.
Yeah.
Like nothing could change my mindset now.
Okay, yeah, I get you.
Whereas
I get
6
you.
months ago, you probably could have swayed it.
Yeah.
But now I've got this vision of the number 30 in my head that I can't see because of aphantasia. But I know it's there. And I strongly believe that nothing could change the way I think now. You know? So it can't be overstepped. Even people I meet now, you've met me at that standard.
Mhm.
So if you suddenly change, you're gonna be gone too.
Yeah.
That's it. Like friendships, that one comes.
No, I completely agree. Don't be someone who's completely distant, but you always, not always, but you want to come back around every so often and ask for things. That's a bit crazy. My
And people
dog.
just do that confidently.
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, I'm sure Saskia will do it. No.
But why do you think that?
But that's my fault.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
that's
that's
my
what I was gonna
fault.
say. That's our fault for enabling.
Yeah.
it.
And I can take that because I know I'm that kind of person.
Yeah.
And I should only be that type of person who's gonna be like that
Right.
towards me.
Right.
But I have to take that on myself. But now I know. So good luck to everybody else. Good luck.
All right. So there was one. I was saying I found a scenario
Uh-huh.
on Twitter the other day,
Mhm.
which I thought was similar to kind of what I just said in terms of my boundary of the dating.
Yeah.
But so we'll read it out.
Mhm.
So it's American, obviously.
Mm.
Y'all, it's happening. My son called me about spending Christmas with his girlfriend's family. He asked if it was okay with me, and I said absolutely not. I'm not okay with it. I think I teared up a little bit. I don't care about him missing any other holiday, but not this one. So then someone responds, I'm sure the girlfriend's parents would feel the same way about her spending time at yours for Christmas. Did you consider that? because she said something along the lines of, I can't find that tweet. She said something along the lines of, the girlfriend can come to ours. I'll give her pajamas and stuff, blah, 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 but you're not going over there. This is a grown man, by the way. So,
Sorry.
yeah. So, the person responded with that. She goes, no, why would I do that? That's got nothing to do with me or my feelings. Maybe it's important to them, maybe not. Truly, I don't care if she stays with us or her family. I just want my son with me. Response, lol. The fact that you can't put yourself in the other parent's shoes says a lot. You really can't do 1 year on, 1 year off, so her family also gets hurt. Like, how do you not see the issue there? I'm a mother too. I'm genuinely curious. She didn't respond. And I think there was another one. Maybe not. Did either of you read the thread? Because I don't think either of you are understanding what I'm talking about. Who do y'all think my thread is about? Is it not about your devastation that your son is choosing to spend a holiday with his girlfriend and that you share this with him? She then says, he asked how I felt, not that he was doing it, and I was honest with my feelings. Also, it's his life. He can do what he wants. The point, though, was asking how I felt, which I find is very... you're being a bit...
So that's what she said when she was asked how she felt about it.
Yeah.
But not that that's what
She's
happened.
not... Yeah.
Got you.
So this is the part that I agreed with the most. Because, I did the same thing you say. Listen first, come up with your own...
response
and then read.
Yeah.
This person resonated completely with what I said.
Right.
With what I thought, sorry. If my mom told me that she absolutely hated what I was about to do, but that she would support me anyway, I would at the very least be pretty uncomfortable with then doing what my mom thinks is so devastating.
Yeah. She's only said that because she knows that her son's going to feel that way.
Exactly.
So it's kind of like...
So that's what I didn't understand. Her aggression in her responses were like, but no, I'm just saying how I'm feeling. Yeah. But she's not taking into the account that you saying, I don't want it, no, and you're crying. As a son or as a daughter, as a child of yours, I'm not going to want to do it now because I know I'm going to be over there.
But this is
thinking, oh, my mom's crying.
And it's so funny because this is how, like, some parents ensure they get what they want out of their kids.
Right.
Without saying it.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, oh, no, but it was his choice. You just cried your ass.
It wasn't his
for
choice.
The last 10 minutes. It's like when some people are like, oh, like, did your parents ever want you to do that as a career? They were like, well, no, she told me she just wouldn't like it if I did something else.
Yeah.
So they didn't actually tell you to do this, but you did it because...
They urged you in that way. They pushed you.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's what that is.
That boundary, I think, is something that needs to be set. Of don't... After a certain age, I think, you can't tell me that I can't do something. I understand telling me if I'm doing something stupid, putting my life in danger, crimes, etc. Yes, by all means, cuss me the hell out. Yeah. But as far as, like, I've seen it with my brother.
Yeah.
Back when he was with the mother of my nephew.
Yeah.
There were Christmases he went with us because he was with them. And my mum
like,
wasn't upset about it. Yeah, my mum wasn't upset. She would probably want him there. Not probably, she would want him with us. But she's not upset because he's building his own life.
Right.
That's what that's your goal as a parent.
Yeah.
You teach them gradually.
Yeah.
So that they can go build their lives.
Yeah.
They're not abandoning you.
No.
They're building what you taught them to do. So, yeah, I think that's a boundary for me in terms of just, one, it goes with the don't tell me who to date. You can give a positive, not positive, you can give a constructive criticism, but don't openly say, no, let me decide.
Yeah.
And two, don't openly guilt me into doing things
the guilt
as an adult. Yeah, that's a big boundary.
Guilt playing.
Guilt playing, yes.
Guilt playing. Yeah, no, the Christmas thing, I never understand why people don't get it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you definitely, as a parent of a child, you had a child with somebody else. You've
Yeah.
definitely been through this yourself. For sure.
Unless you're doing incest into there.
Yeah. You've definitely been through this.
Yeah.
Like, and it's so, I'm just like, how do you not understand that?
Yeah.
Because even like me, like dating, not like, well, not now, lol. When I was like, like one of my exes, like we
Yeah.
were together for a few years, but obviously like even at that age, between 18 and 25, we could make that decision and our parents could make that decision
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
So why do some adults not understand that?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
Selfishness, man.
Yeah, like
Selfishness. And some...
also
They
you
do
get a
the-
chance to get less people in your house on Christmas Day. That sounds good.
Boy, I'm not even the biggest fan of
Let's-
Christmas celebrations nowadays.
Let's
So,
cook it.
hell
See
yeah.
ya.
good Lord, I don't have to force conversations.
Just me. Out. See you later.
Hallelujah.
God, yeah.
But she doing the whole freaking thing. She talk about I can get her pajamas and I can do all of this. Broski, bro.
But you wouldn't put in the effort for her parents.
That's dread, man. Big boundary. He needs to up his levels and start, putting his foot down.
It's so funny about family boundaries because I've never really thought about them like that. But I just don't think I've...
But we're people who don't need to set boundaries like that too tough. We're lucky in a sense.
Yeah.
There are definitely people out there.
Oh, yeah. Definitely need to...
I can imagine there's probably people that say, I don't want my partner being around my my parent. Or, I don't know. It could be my girlfriend around my dad or your boyfriend around.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but to be fair, actually...
some people got to think about it.
Yeah, because one of my exes, like, I was never going to be around his mum.
Right.
It was just going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, that's as far, like, of a boundary I could think of.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to be involved.
Damn. I know who you're talking about.
I don't want to be involved.
Yeah.
I don't. Because if you involve me, it's going to go left.
Right.
Don't involve me. But, like, I know there was boundaries there that needed to be set, but they weren't by me.
Of course.
So
It's not your job.
it's not my job, but I can set my own boundaries that take me out of the scenario.
Mhm.
Um,
And it can help. Hopefully it would have helped them learn to do the same.
Do the same thing. But obviously you're never... And I feel like it's hard because some people are in situations where they feel like they can't set the boundaries.
Yeah.
And they're not... I don't know if it's I wouldn't say it's a confidence thing. I'd say it's just the idea of feeling stuck. Like, even if I do say anything, it's not going to change anything anyway.
Yeah.
So I think people are just in that place. But I just I'd say we're lucky. We've just never been in a situation where we have to set serious boundaries. Like strong, don't touch me boundaries, you know? Those kind of strong boundaries.
Thank goodness.
No, I don't.
To those who have to, hey, don't be
Yeah.
ashamed of doing it.
Yeah.
It's just the part of your journey. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It don't make you any less of a human being or whatever. So don't be ashamed. In terms of strangers, obviously, like I said before,
Don't touch my hair.
Yeah, as a man, I don't have to think about a lot of things. But as a woman, for sure, you have a lot of boundaries that you have to set. Because there are times I'm thinking when I'm walking alone at night, which I haven't done in a while because obviously I drive.
I'm going to
but-
bed. But
yeah,
also that.
I don't have to be as vigilant, even though I still am because you don't know who the hell's out there. But there have been times where I was walking, I was like, damn, as a woman, would I have been able to do this? No. Would I have been terrified? Most likely.
Yeah.
I think I've even said one time where there was on my road, one of my neighbors, where she was walking in front and I really needed to use the toilet.
Yeah.
So I'm trying
so
to
peak, isn't it?
I'm trying to not speed up to like make her scared, but she taking too long, so I did it, and then she
start sprinting.
Yeah, she got freaking shook, and I can imagine she felt relieved when she saw me bust the left and into the house.
Yeah.
But yeah, stuff like that I don't have to think about, but I can imagine obviously for you.
It's so funny because you can create like your boundaries as women, like for yourself in scenarios like that, or like with strangers, and like what you would allow another person to do to you in a scenario you've put in your head.
Yeah.
But it can always get overstepped so easily with strangers. That's why it's so difficult.
Yeah.
Because like it it kind of turns into like a fear thing.
Mm-hmm.
What eventually, because if strangers will continuously overstep your boundaries, but they don't know your boundaries.
Of course.
So it's like, yeah, it's weird anyway, but also it might not be weird to them.
Yeah.
Like, because, like, for example, I know there's people that don't like being touched at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I know even it's, what's it called? On the spectrum. People, like, you wouldn't even know if somebody's on the spectrum.
Yeah.
And, like, they don't like that. Like, they don't like being touched.
Yeah.
But, like, you could just
sorry, man.
shake, sorry, or shake their hand or something like that, and you've just overstepped their boundary. You have no idea, and now inside the heart is going.
Yeah.
But like, I think that's why it's so difficult with strangers, because you have to. I think it's how you act.
Yeah.
Like, so for example, with me, I know for a fact if I'm walking down the road, like it happened to me the other day, someone was gonna say something to me. I think it was one of the charity people. And the way I was walking and the way I was looking at him, he didn't even bother.
Respect.
But I had to do that for myself.
Yeah.
To like, it was a weird, like, subconscious boundary. I'm like, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
But he knew. He felt it.
Yeah.
So, like, unless, like, if I didn't do that,
yeah,
it wouldn't, it was kind of on me to set it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It's hard with strangers.
Yeah.
But I don't like when people touch me. But also, do you know what a weird thing is with me? I don't know if it's a boundary or not, but it's only because bed bugs.
Right.
Bed bugs are a fear. And when my clothes touch somebody else's clothes on the train and stuff like that, it's so scary because all I can think about is, what if you
But the
have
crazy
bed
part
bugs?
is you could have just sat in the same seat. That they
Exactly.
It's scary out there, boy.
It makes me shiver.
It's
but
scary.
like, that's where like my fear of touch came from. But like, that's my own personal boundary with somebody.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna hug a stranger because,
Of course not.
the creepy coolies could creep over and
Yeah.
So like, yeah, it's weird with strangers.
With me, I think it's because of the type of job that I work. It's in the tradesman world, all that sort of stuff. A lot of these builders and whatever, they have very open banter, so they will joke about anything. And like, a lot of them like to do the most dark jokes. Yeah, and I'm okay with like, jokes. I joke about everything.
Yeah,
but some of them like to do race jokes.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
Too soon,
and
sweetie.
And I have to be like, all right, bro. Yeah, it was cool, but all right, you're going a bit far. Just chill out now. And that's like the type of boundaries I have to set with these kind of strangers. Is the type of dialogue to have with me. Don't think because I'm being friendly with you and I'm laughing with you, you can just openly start throwing out random stuff, stereotypical jokes or black jokes or white jokes or whatever, and I'm supposed to just find it funny because I've been laughing with you for the past 2 minutes. Because I'm serving you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, boundary for sure is the type of dialogue that they can have with me. One thing I think in your parties, because obviously now a lot more people that know you know me.
Yeah, someone was like to me, "Is that Kevin?"
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I don't mind when people come up to me. Hey, what's up, bro? I really don't mind. I actually love it. I love it.
Yeah.
So thank you. But don't feel like you have to keep grabbing onto me.
Yeah.
The whole
Alcohol is a big play in this.
Like I'm happy to talk with you, like spread you up and all that. I'm more than happy.
So funny.
But you ain't gonna keep bragging.
Yeah.
Hey, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I know.
But you know what's so funny as well? I actually watched something about boundaries the other day, and it was saying, can't remember what it said, but I know the premise. And it was like, as soon as you set your boundaries with people, you see how they act.
Right.
And you see how offended people are when you set your boundaries.
Yeah.
And I feel like in that situation with strangers or at work and stuff like that, like, so at my work, same kind of thing, it's customer facing, whatever.
Yeah.
I have certain boundaries with customers. They can say so much.
Yeah.
As soon as you say too far, I'm coming for you.
Yep.
I said my boss knows where the boundary is.
Yeah.
Like we all know where the line is.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's so funny because I have one customer in my gym that has already overstepped my line.
Yeah.
I don't do nothing for her anymore.
As you should.
Nothing.
Or as you shouldn't.
Yeah, nothing. So like, if this customer asks for anything, I look
Yeah.
at somebody else.
What, in front of her? That's funny. I respect that.
This person gets locked out of their locker.
Hey,
'Cause it ain't me.
Erica, can you help her, please?
Because it ain't
Yeah.
me. It's not me. It's not me. And they know who it is.
Yeah.
It's not me.
What did
It's
she
not.
do?
So we were trying to help her
Yeah.
get into her locker because it actually was broken. Like it broke while her stuff was in there.
Right. What type of
Which
lockers
is no
it?
one. It's a coded one. So you
Okay.
put a number in and then you lock it.
Okay.
But so there's no like, you don't need a lock, you don't need a key.
Yeah.
It's just you put the number in and you turn it. It's
It's
you.
Anytime Fitness has lockers
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. So I know
So
exactly what you're
we
talking
have a master key, obviously, which opens them all if in emergencies and stuff. But the key wasn't working either. So this is now it's a
issue.
maintenance issue.
Yeah.
It's no one's fault. So there's about 3 or 4 of us trying to get into this locker. We end up having to call somebody with a screwdriver and try and get it out.
Yeah.
So there's four people that have come in to help you. Obviously, you had to be women because we're in the women's changing room. I'm the last one there now, still trying
Yeah.
while everyone else has walked out. Why are you suddenly piping up when I'm the only one there? Everyone else was white.
Oh God.
Seriously though, because in places like this,
Yeah.
it's not rare.
Right.
So all the other 3 of the staff were white. She was there the whole time,
Yeah.
asking questions, whatever. We're answering the questions, fine. As soon as everybody leaves, I'm the last one there trying to help you. She's like, why are you acting like this is an inconvenience to you?
What? When did I do that?
Do you know what this has now become? An inconvenience to me.
Yeah. Now it is. Yeah, for sure.
And you can't play with me like that. A job or not, you can't play with me like that. It's not. It's you see the line? She jumped over it. She jumped. So from then on, I took the key out, swinging it, and out I walked. Bye. She's there in her towel. What do you want me to do?
In her towel.
Yep. You overstepped my boundary. Why are you having an attitude with me all of a sudden? Because everyone else is gone.
Yeah.
Doesn't make no sense. And I don't put it past her. Do you know them people you just can't put it past?
For
You're
sure,
like, nah.
yeah.
So now every time I'm just like,
That's insane, though.
that's your problem now.
You were the only one left, still doing it, and she's talking about why you act like it's an inconvenience.
Because it is, first of all. Second of all, no, sweetie, no.
I wasn't acting.
But that's
like
what I'm saying.
Now I am.
So when certain people take it too far,
Yeah.
you can. The change in my attitude is crazy.
Yeah.
So it's like I can't help myself now. But yeah, so like I know who she is, and she's already overstepped the line. So now she's already on the other side of the line. She can't come back.
Does she know this though? Like, can she?
Oh,
yeah.
I think she does. Yeah, she don't like. Obviously, I have to do certain things because it's my job.
Of course.
But anything out of that, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
So like, she doesn't really look at me too tough, and she pretends like nothing's wrong, and I'm just like.
I had a similar situation with when I worked in that tower shop.
Yeah.
And maybe I might have said this to you before. Some woman ordered like these specific towels that are online only.
Yeah.
And they were a cheaper version than what we have in store.
Yeah.
She ordered those, but they were out of stock. So I had to call her and tell her, I'm sorry, we can't provide these because
we ain't got them.
they're online only and they were out of stock, so they couldn't send it to us.
Yeah.
So you have to go with the alternative, which is the ones we keep in store, which aren't that much more. It's probably like maybe £10 to £15 more. I'm talking about in total.
Not per.
Not
per
per
time.
in total.
Yeah.
She's like, no, but that's not my fault. I paid. I was like, yeah, I hear you, but unfortunately, obviously not. I didn't say I hear you, but I was more professional. But unfortunately, this is nothing
option.
that we can do. This is literally an online issue. I can only provide you an alternative, which is this. If you have to do something about it, you're gonna have to take it up with online. Unfortunately, I can't do anything. So okay. She hung up the phone on me, by the way.
Oh, that's
mid
another one.
explanation of me being nice to her, and then we get a call a couple hours later into the store. It's a guy. So he's one of the trade or builders that he used to shop with us consistently, and he was not good friends, but he was on a good business relationship with my manager. So I answered the phone. He's I was like, oh, what's up, man? How you doing? Because I obviously I recognize his voice or whatever.
Yeah.
He goes, no. Why have you upset my customer? I said, I'm sorry? Who's your customer? He goes, it says the name. I said, oh, no. So what happened was, literally, as I'm about to explain, he cuts me off. No, I don't want to hear it. Don't you ever disrespect my customers again, blah, blah, blah.
Beep, beep,
Yeah,
beep,
literally.
beep.
That's what I did. That's what I did.
No.
That's what I did. And then I turned to my manager. I said, I swear to God, I am never serving this dickhead ever again.
Yep. Period.
Ever again.
Period.
Ever again. And he came into the shop a couple of times.
Yeah.
I just walked off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, have to.
Because I swear, if I didn't walk off Saskia,
Peak.
bro, I was going to go ballistic.
Yeah, have to.
How dare you? Bro?
A stranger? No.
How dare you? And he was like successful in that world there. So he's made a lot of money. So he feels like he's above me. Yeah, don't do that.
It's the entitlement of strangers that
I'll punch you up, bro.
Those are the people that will overstep the boundary for
facts.
sure.
And I'll punch you up.
Yeah.
Nah.
No, seriously, because when a woman hung up on me at work, when she hung up on me, I was like, she called back. I hung up on her. Played the game, right? I said to my manager, I said, if you get a complaint about someone hanging up, it was me. You could say my name. She was like, okay. I was like, it was me. Me. Nobody else. It was me. I want you to know it was me. She was like, great. Lovely. Perfect. Easy. Because my manager knows that they overstepped the boundary.
Of course.
And,
and that's the beauty of who we are. Because we can be such good people.
So
but
good.
the moment you overstep that boundary, our managers already know that person must have done something to really irritate you.
When they saw a complaint about me in an email, they were like, that can't be true.
Yeah, exactly.
That can't be true.
Exactly.
But one thing I did want to say, because we didn't talk about boundaries with dating, right?
Yeah.
I'd say it connects with something we've already said before.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them was, I can't remember exactly how I said it, but you might remember. If you're going to start a certain way.
Oh, you maintain it.
Maintain what you sold.
Maintain what you sold,
Maintain what you sold. So that's one of my boundaries with dating.
Yeah.
I don't care how long I've known you. It could be 4 weeks. It could be 4 months.
Yeah.
If you sold something and you can't maintain it, and all of a sudden
the product has to stay the same.
And all of a sudden it's changed. I noticed the change.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you the change.
Yeah.
Because that's what I do. I noticed the change. I'll tell you the change and tell you I can't accept the change.
Yeah.
If you then can't go back to your maintenance of what you sold.
Manufacturer's guarantee is going back.
I've got to go. I've got to go. So that is probably my one thing about dating. Because you could put everything in that category.
For sure.
Because it could be my top ones are communication and effort.
All of that. Yeah, it all falls under one umbrella. Yeah.
You maintain.
Yeah.
It's all good. If you undersell, you're probably gonna do better.
Ooh, because you're surprising once you do the other stuff.
If you undersell, you're probably gonna do well. But don't start at the top and bring it all the way down, because I'll be gone. Far. Beep, 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 beep. Do you know what I mean? So I'd say, but that's a title of dating boundaries. Just maintain what you sold.
Well,
there's no 2-year guarantee.
If you guys are ever fortunate enough to be around Saskia, maintain what you sold.
Just maintain what you sold.
Listen, you're gonna have issues.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for listening. We probably have a lot more boundaries that we
I feel like we should do another one of this one too.
Yeah, that might have to be a part 2 with further detail. Follow us on our socials at frameofmind.pod. Thank you again for listening.
Just getting shot.
Oh, God.
Wait. Oh, look, it looks like he's poking out. Love us or leave us.